Stay focused. You can do this. You're a focused queen. You got it. What's up? It's me, Audra. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, you like beauty, you like horror, and a little bit of commentary thrown in between, then I suggest you go on ahead and subscribe for the low price of $0. I will share a random memory from my memory box with you. Today's memory. All right, remember I told y'all I lived in Los Angeles and I went to school there and I used to karaoke a ton. And if it wasn't for COVID, I would still be out karaokeing. Anyway, point being, I used to karaoke at this bar called the Brass Monkey. There's a pretty embarrassing story behind this picture, but I'm just gonna show you this picture. No, I'm gonna tell you the story. Forget it. Forget it. We're friends. We're friends. I don't like it. I used to have trouble trying to sing without like having a drink because it was really like I get nervous standing up in front of everybody singing. Now I'm like, ah, but then I was like, and then I have the alcohol and be like, what? So back then you would just like write your song on this little thing, and you still do this at a lot of bars. But my friend was like, hey, what are you gonna sing? And it was obviously Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind because that song was so hot right then. And he took it and he put it in the little jar, and me in a panic began to drink voraciously. And I pretty much sucked back like 2 Long Island iced teas at an alarming rate. It was a terrible plan. Anyhow, this is me after the singing, and I don't have this Goodfellas top anymore. Thank you to my friend who decided to take a picture of me at my worst moment. I was wearing some really big jeans then. All right, and here are my socials. Let's hang out, let's chat, let's do the things that we do. I am loving hanging out with y'all there, and oh my gosh, you guys. We're at 7K. Holy shit. You are all amazing. I don't have any other words for you than like, fucking thanks, man. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are great. You are made of unicorns and rainbows, and you know, thank you. That's all I gotta say. All right, before we get started on what the video is today, like what are we here with today, Audra? We are going to talk about something new, but before we do that, it's palette week. So today's palette, eyeshadow palette, is the Nomad Berlin Underground palette. I hope that I'm doing a good job this time, because if you saw my last video with the Smoky Glow palette, it was just reflecting all kinds of craziness. I am having such a good time with this. Today I have on Club Nacht, which is a black shade. I have on Helden and Poor But Sexy. I also have on NDW and Kreuzberg, as well as Takeles. And so this be her, and it's, you know, this black shade, these 2 golden shades, a little bit of this red shade, this green shade, and this shade here. So that is what I have going on with my eyes. And I know you're like, can we see closer? Of course you can. All right, so what are we here with today, Audra? Well, this video, first and foremost, is brought to you by my wonderful patrons. Because of them, I was able to explore a new independent brand. This is gonna be a swatch party, and I was able to check out Dandelions Cosmetics. Now, there will be a look with all of this at some point in time, just not today. But I wanted to go ahead and do a fun swatch party and introduce y'all to a brand that's new to me and hopefully maybe new to you. The shadows are fairly inexpensive. I believe all of the ones that I purchased were $4.50 a piece. So let's get started. We're gonna have a fun swatch party. If you are looking for them, I'll have information in the description box below if you wanna go check them out, if you wanna get some shadows. We're going to swatchity swatch. I have, let me see how many we have here, because you know what? This might be a little bit. Strap yourselves in. Get yourself some wine or juice or gin and juice, whatever it is that makes you happy. It is 22 shades that we are going to go through. We're gonna swatch. We're gonna hope that maybe this time For once, I am better at swatching. You know, we're gonna have a good time. I wanted to do this live, but realistically, I do not have this, like this is my filming camera. The quality here is exponentially better. I have no idea what Bo is doing over there in the corner. He knows that I'm filming, so he's being a pain in my butt. Are you standing up? Because you should not be standing up, sir. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna swatch these things. I was rudely interrupted by Bo and his thirst, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with swatching these. I'm probably going to be sticking them in my big ass palette because I do not think that these 23 shades are gonna fit in any of my small palettes, so Hi there. Two things. First, I did in fact physically count 22, yes, 22 shadows. And for one reason or another, I decided that there were 23. And in fact, later in this video, which you don't actually see it, but I keep counting and I'm like, I'm missing one. I wasn't missing one. The other thing is that during the swatch party, I'm going to be chawing on some gum like a New York cabbie in a movie. All right. I needed to focus and I put the gum in my mouth and I am sorry. The good news is you can't hear it, but the way that it looks, you almost can. All right, let's get to swatching.
We got an insomniac with eyes wide shut, and we got everything we need and then a little too much. I know that you're starving for something you can't touch. Would you be honest with me right now? There's something in the undercurrent, I can feel it coming up. Don't you wanna feel it taking over your senses? Don't you ever fear it? Technologic advances, baby, come escape with me. I'll come sweep you off of your feet. Don't you wanna feel it? Don't you wanna? Don't you wanna? Think there's something in my bag that's weighing me down. Oh, it's just the weight of the world. Now I'm calling it out. We're a little starving for some lightning love. Can we speak honestly right now? There's something in the undercurrent, I can feel it coming up. Don't you wanna feel it taking over your senses? Don't you ever fear it? Technologic advances, baby, come escape with me. I'll come sweep you off of your feet. We're a little starving for some lightning love. Can we speak honestly right now? There's something in the undercurrent, I can feel it coming up. Don't you wanna feel it taking over your senses? Don't you ever fear it? Technologic advances, baby, come escape with me. I'll come sweep you off of your feet. Don't you wanna feel it? Don't you wanna? Don't you wanna?
All right, now that I'm off of the struggle bus of swatching, I'm sure many of you noticed I finally was like, oh, why don't I zoom the camera? Because I'm not, listen, one day, not today, not tomorrow, but one day I'm gonna be a swatch queen and y'all are just gonna be like blown away by my swatchy swatch skills. All right, so first things first, I did forget to totally show you the packaging it came in. Such a cute bag. It came in this bag. They all came in these little baggies, which I actually do appreciate because I can reuse these. These I can reuse. If you are a person who takes pills, which I am not, but my mom does. And there's nothing wrong with taking pills, BT dubs. I just don't have any pills to take. I also use them for like when I'm shipping stuff, so I can reuse those. I'm really happy with that situation. On first swatch, my first impressions are, oh my God, those mattes are hella buttery. And I'm looking forward to trying them on the eyes. Like I'm really looking forward to that. But I didn't want this video to be a gazillion years long of me like swatching them and then trying to do a look, because that's a forever long video. And I appreciate all of y'all who watch my long videos, but I don't want to put you in a position to be like, every time Audra drops a video, it's an hour long. So sorry. But my first impressions are, I mean, those mattes are buttery AF. I did get a black shade. And the reason I did is because I realized I do not have a single shade black. And I was like, you know what? I need to get one, because when you're creating a palette, a nice thing to do sometimes you want a black. Like if I'm creating a, you know, a spooky themed palette, I would want to have a black in there. So that was really cool. I did a gamut of things, varying tones of oranges, varying tones of yellows, varying tones of blues and purples, which I find very important because there is a blue in here that was like damn near true blue. And I was like, bitch, what? I think it was almost like the next to last shade. Blueprint was damn near true blue, and I was like, bitch, what? So I'm really, really excited to play with these, and you know, we're gonna play with it on singles week, I guess, because right now it's palette week. Next week we'll do singles week. But I'm really enjoying playing with these so far. Most of the shimmer formulas are quite soft. I mean, I am going to tell you, those mattes are soft. They're buttery and they are soft. And I am not mad at that. But that does mean that you're probably going to have some fallout. We'll see. We'll find out for sure when I actually play with them. What did y'all think? Did you like them? Did you like the swatch party? Are you looking forward to the look, darling? Listen, don't ask me questions about that, okay? Y'all have met my mother. All right, so that is it. That is the video. A huge shout out. Thank you so much to all of my patrons. I'm putting y'all right here because y'all are the stars of this show today. If it wasn't for you, I would not be able to try out this new brand. I'm really looking forward to putting these on my eyes. Another thing I want to say, there's so many of you who I have noticed whether it's in live streams or underneath the video saying, where do I start with single shadows? Wherever you want, which I know you're like, that is not an answer, Audra, but it is, because here's the thing. You can, and I'll try to make sure that I have that up here, but I have a single life playlist where I go through like the singles that I've been purchasing and doing swatch parties and having some fun with that. And what I want to keep reiterating to you is there's no rhyme or reason, and it's not necessarily about cost. So I just want to make sure that I erase that mentality or that idea. It's not just about like preserving cost. When I'm talking about cost, when it comes to singles versus a palette, what I'm really talking about there is if I get a palette of 15 shades, but I really only love or wanted 5 of them, the waste and loss of cost for me is the 10 additional shades. So it's not necessarily that buying singles is saving you money in the sense of you may be spending the same amount of money on singles that you would spend on a palette. However, on the singles, you're buying exactly what you want or what you think you want. And then with a palette, you're just getting what they're giving you, plus, you know, you're getting the ones that you like. So that is what I mean by cost effective and what it means for me in cost. Because if you start doing all that breaking it down stuff, it ends up, for me, my opinion and my life, it ends up being wasteful for me to buy a lot of palettes, whereas when I buy singles, I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of waste. And that's also why I will buy small curated palettes, because typically in a small curated palette, I like every shade in there. All right, y'all, thank you so much. That is it. That is the video. I know I didn't do the song today, but I really just wanted to put y'all right in front of my face so that everyone knew that you were the stars of this show. Huge, huge shout out to the patrons. Really, we got to keep saying it, because without y'all, these fun experiments would not be possible, and I'm so looking forward to being able to put this on my eyes. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. And all right, you all, you know what I'm about to say. It costs you $0. $0 to be kind, and it literally is so good for your soul. And until next time, deuces! Alright. The swatch portion of the party is motherfucking over, and I could not be happier. Like, maybe if it wasn't such a fucking mess, I could actually film down and it would have been easier. It doesn't give me like a total number. Okay, so I count myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. But you know what? I didn't think ahead, like usual. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Okay, the sweats. Let's take photos. You don't hair ruining my fucking photo. And I'm chawing this gum. I'm chawing the fuck out of this gum. Like, oh my god, now we have to wait. I'm glad I'm putting this shit on silent because I'm just smacking so fucking hard. Am I still podcast? I look like a jackass.